Boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Scuffed Podcast. I am your host, it's just DJ, along with Murdoch and Quintus. Welcome, lads.
These nuts. Got him!
Murdoch's on the soundboard yet again.
Well, I suppose I do.
Oh dear. Right, so obviously if you've been a Patreon subscriber to see our extras, we had a little bit of a, I got a bollocking, big time. So, obviously we usually have our episodes running and recording around 7 o'clock PM GMT time in the UK, and I was very, very late, and Quinn wasn't very happy with that.
No, because Quinn wasn't able to
You
smash.
sweet bippy. I was.
I wasn't upset at all. He was fucking pissed off, big time. So obviously usually I hop on the Discord via phone and say, we're going to be recording. Let's go. We'll get it done. Usually 7, half 7, that sort of time. But obviously it's still kind of like coming up to the back end of May. Bank holiday or a week off,
May,
whatever it is you want to call it.
June.
Sorry, fucking June. I'd say that's the thing, dude. I don't know what day I'm on. I'm so
My birthday, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's 4th of June.
He didn't even wish you happy birthday either.
Are you serious? Did I not? Did I not post it in the Discord? I
No.
didn't.
No.
Oh, I feel trash as a friend. I do apologise, Quinn. Happy birthday. Hope you've had a
Thank you.
smashing time. Oh, I haven't even got a birthday sound effect for you either. Sorry, I'll add that in later.
I was having a smashing time.
Yeah, quite literally. So, are you gonna go into context of that, or are you just gonna leave that hanging, or are we just gonna use our imagination?
Well, whatever tickles your pickle.
You've got imagination.
Yeah. So, you were smashing someone, I'm guessing.
Oh, yes.
I got that Churchill dog in my head. Oh yes. Oh dear me. I tell you what, that's funny. And I'll tell you something else that made me laugh about Churchill is some of the fucking drivers. And I'm going to tell you a little story, lads. I tell you what, people that drive Mercedes, BMW, and what's the other fancy car? Them fucking electric cars. What are they
Jags.
called? Yeah, the
Teslas.
Jaguars as well. And
Tesla.
the Teslas, yeah, the fucking little road hogging pricks.
That like Philip Schofield's.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of. But this was not a Philip Schofield. No, this bloke was massive African geezer. He was fucking huge. I mean, he was massive. And to all the listeners listening and tuning into the episode, we are in the UK and we drive on the left. Now, bearing in mind, if you've got parked cars on your right blocking the oncoming traffic, you have right of way on the left. The geezer in a Mercedes clearly thought otherwise, and he started beaming down, and he was in my lane. Now I'm tooting in, I'm flashing him, and I'm saying, like, what the fuck are you doing? And he literally just pulls right in front. He pulls the motor so close to the front of my car, and obviously I haven't got my kids, so I'm on my own. And and he's opened a window, and he's stuck his hand out, and he's doing that. No, boy. No, dear boy. You do not know how to drive your vehicle. You sit down. You do this. And he's fucking shouting at me in this really, really strong African accent. I can't understand a fucking word. That's all I can see is you white boy. You sit in your car and move out my way. I need to get out. You do as you're told. And at this time he's proper fucking shouting at me, like, big time. And in the end, I was just like, well, I just want to get home, mate. It's just really not that bad. You're in the way anyway. So, and obviously, I'm thinking, like, shall I be a cunt and just sit there and just wait? I mean, bearing in mind, I'm only in like a little Vauxhall Corsa. I mean, like a tiny little meep car, only on 1.2. So I think I
Should
could
have gone right away, dickhead.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I'd right away. And obviously,
No,
this geezer was
you
just
should
not
have
having
like
it.
stuck your head out. Like, Dan, you should have stuck your head out and pointed directly at him and called him a bumter.
He would have torn my head off and shat down my neck, big time. Now this geezer looked like a fucking Dorito chip in a suit. He was massive, and I thought, if I swear at him directly at him,
No, if you've done anything,
Dash comes in it.
just where he lives, fucking contact me, and I'll get me and me fucking Jamaican mate to come to him and fuck him up.
oh Christ, it wasn't pretty. But so in the end, I literally just said I did the old what the when you push, you know, when you kind of look like you're doing a push up, but you're standing up. I just did that motion. I said, look, move. I'll just calm down. I'll move out your way. It's not a problem. So I bump up the curb, go on my merry way, and he's still fucking bibbing, flashing his lights, giving me the finger out the window, and I'm thinking like. And I sit there, you know that meme. I can't remember the meme is, but it's the black geezer that's going like, damn. What did he even do to make that person that mad? You know, it's like that's the exact meme that come in my head, and I just laughed it off because I'm thinking, man, he is pressed big time, and I just couldn't figure it out. Some people just get so bad road rage. You know what I mean? Like the simplest of.
Hold up. Wait
What?
a minute. Something ain't right.
Go on then.
No, that's the meme that you're thinking of.
No, not that one. No, it's I can't even. It's an animated one. It's the cartoon one. It's one with the.
Is
I
it the
can't think.
Boondocks?
I think it is. It's two kids in the street
Yeah.
and they're always swearing. They're always saying a lot, and I mean like a lot, like big time. But obviously, I'm not going to repeat the video because it's got a few words that I do not wish to repeat.
I can always repeat them.
No, we're gonna
I'm
keep that to
uncomfortable.
one side. Keep that one side.
I am literally uncancelable.
Fucking hell.
Look at my Twitch.
Yeah,
for
no,
one.
I know. I was there as well. Christ.
Look why I said on Lyle's screen.
Oh yeah, Lyle's stream was he got it savage, like absolutely big time, didn't he?
But the funny thing is, though, is like I heard it, Quinn said it, but Lyle was like completely oblivious.
Was he really? Oh
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you could. We like replayed the stream, and you could hear me crystal clear saying,
No.
"What the."
What the old famous gamer word? Like PewDiePie word.
Oh yeah, the famous PewDiePie moment.
Jesus Christ.
It was like me
He
and Quinn were
fucking
like,
got cancelled, and this me like, yes.
I was in stitches, and like fucking Lyle had no clue what was going off.
Yeah, but to be fair, though, he's usually like that a couple of times, though, isn't he? He kind of I don't know if he plays it. I don't know if he plays stupid, or he's just completely slow. You know, sometimes you can hear him say something, and he's like, "What?" And you know, he don't hear it at all.
But
and
the
you've got
thing
to kind
is,
of
his
explain it a
chat
few times.
didn't even respond to it.
Jeez.
That's the crazy thing about it.
Oh, it was like, I heard it fucking on stream and in the party chat as well. It was just so funny.
There's another one where it's a dying light moment. I
Yeah,
won't go into much detail.
spoilers for anything else.
We've already done.
Yeah.
We've already recorded an extras. I don't want to do another episode at least. Christ, I make too much. And it'll be really bad otherwise.
Well, Quinn thought like a person in a white gown was a cancer patient.
In my defense, they were bald.
Oh no. No.
They looked like a little fucking rake. That is my defense.
That's clearly. I'd look at that person and think, yeah, they're suffering from cancer of some sort. And then there's you coming up with that sort of.
I
comment.
just
They
went,
think,
ah,
Christ.
cancer patient.
Oh no.
With so much enthusiasm.
Yeah, like a lot of enthusiasm.
It was like Silver Hollow in Pokemon.
Oh really?
kind of
Oh
thing.
Christ! Like
Yeah.
with the excitement and proper like, oh my god, there's that. You know.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, on another note, it's what are we on? Yeah, we're on June the 4th on a Sunday, and it should be Happy Mental Health for Men Month. But in another sort of league, it's just full on Pride Month, isn't it? It's just overshadowed as always.
I posted that on my fucking Instagram as well, like, and I got somebody in my DMs like, you know what month men's pride, not month's mental health is? When yeah, she went. So you basically put in 2 issues, and I basically said, look at all the other posts that I posted on my story, right? And this is the one what you're trying to fucking grill me about. I said, whenever you ever heard somebody say Happy Men's Mental Health Month?
No, you don't, because there's one Twitter that there's one tweet that I followed a little while ago, and it's by I don't know, I'll have to post it on I'll have to retweet it from our account, which is a burnt by CD, and this person tweets, and I quote, "I might lose some followers for this, but I don't care. It's June 1st. This month you'll hear from large corporations, media outlets, and just nearly everyone mentioning how it's Pride Month. June is also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, but you won't hear enough about that though." And it's quite sad, really, because I know this generation, a lot of people, and a lot of people celebrate Pride, and I always believed that Pride was a personal thing, a personal thing to the said person, not where you have like many corporations that I know obviously some corporations, I can't even say it, companies have to kind of promote Pride, and LG TV, ABC,
Barbecue.
whatever the fuck that's called. I can't keep up with the letters, dude. It used to just be LGBT, and now it's like Q plus ZH plus 9783.
I think it's LGBTQ, but even though like two of those are the exact same thing.
Yeah, you lost me. I stopped giving a fuck. So anyway,
Well,
when it came to it, it was obviously they don't have a choice. Obviously, there's a lot of it. They said they don't have a choice. They are forced it by ESG scores and the corporate equality index, and it's racked financially, and I don't know, it's kind of like on par with the Black Lives Matter thing, because that's something else that I was looking into the tweets as well as, and they were saying that Black Lives Matter, there was more with the George Floyd thing, that I was assuming that was the charity towards helping his family, and there was like loads of other black names. I don't know all of them, so I do apologise. I put my hands up. I haven't researched it enough, but there's a few tweets that kind of turn your head and think, it's, and obviously the American thing, because all the black lives that actually do matter and obviously do need help, they're on the streets. They've got no jobs, they've got no homes, etc. And it's like, I mean, I'm not even anti-gay. I'm not even anti-LGBTQBI plus whatever. There's nothing wrong with it. I have no problems against it. But if you're going to sort of come to me and just press me on every single thing about it, I'm just going to switch off and walk away from you. So I got people that I know that are gay, and it doesn't bother me at all. I'm like, rad, cool, enjoy your life. It really doesn't bother me. There was one geezer that I knew from my old job who used to press me about it all the fucking time. It just got like, I'm going to kill you at some stage because you just kept going on and on and on about it. And that's the thing that annoys me, though. They want it in your face every single time. And some people are like, there's some, people that are involved with that, and they just want quiet lives. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we're gay, we're lesbian, or we're whatever. We just want a quiet life. We don't care.
Like one of my mates, his mate is gay. And he's basically just like, I'd got another guy who was because I went to Brid for one day, and literally there was in a bar, and he didn't realize it was a gay bar at the time, and then a guy who made the entire fucking personality, like, just really pissed off the guy that was actually gay. Like, basically just went, fuck off, you're not gay. You're far from it. And they went, "How would you know you're not gay?" I says, "Mate, I am gay."
That's half the problem. It always seems to be a battle between everyone. It doesn't matter how much, like, sort of information and research you've done about it. They just want arguments, I suppose. And it's like that. TikTok you shared, where it's like I think there was like a young in I think it's like a coffee shop. And they said, like, oh, what's really surprising about when they said, like, the yeah,
pronoun,
they got the right pronoun,
and
they were still fucking pressed about it. Yeah, I was like, we can't fucking win against these cunts. It doesn't matter if you get it right, if you get it wrong, they're still fucking miserable. I'm like, I just don't care now. Do you know what? I'm just like, hello, human being that's still in front of me. Get out of my way, please, or just shut up talking. I don't care. I was like, as long as it doesn't have an effect on my life, It's fine. If you're happy doing your thing, that's cool. However, I will just put this in just this as well as there was a tweet from, I don't know what the user was because he's been banned on Twitter now. He used a certain flag to describe maps. Now, I've researched what maps stands
Can
for.
I
Yeah,
guess something here?
yeah, go on.
Is it one word?
Yeah.
Does it start with an N?
No, it starts with a P.
Ah.
P for Peter. That's something
for
else.
I was thinking of a completely different flag. It's
No,
alright.
no. Sorry. Anyway, so going on to the story, the thing that I found out, I actually didn't realise what this map thing was all about, but I actually recently found out that it's MAPS, which means minor attracted persons, which pretty much in another take is a paedophile. And
Philip
they've
Schofield.
they've been trying to make this a thing, like they're trying to kind of combine it with LGBT blah 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 and make it an official thing. Now that's the only thing that I disagree with. You know, it's like if you want to do your thing, do your thing. Don't bring the kids involved with it. Don't try and fucking brainwash them to say, oh, you're this gender, you're that gender. That's such
Especially when it's in schools.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, America
Yeah.
just seems to be, I don't know, America seems to be going downhill at the moment.
Well,
Some of
there
their shit
was
they've been doing.
actually one video that I seen, and there was a fella who questioned the gay fella and the trans person. He asked them the exact same question. He says, do you think that American schools should be teaching our children this? And they went, no, it's brainwashing.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I agree. That's the thing. And you see it in...
don't mess with a child's mind.
No, you should be giving them building blocks for like their own character to develop. And obviously,
Yeah.
this is being pressed on them, and I just feel so bad for them because it's like they should be getting out and playing and doing their own thing. And if girls want to play with dolls and be in pink ballet tutus and shit like that, and kids want to be, and little boys want to be running around and getting dirty, climbing trees, doing old school kid stuff, you know. But then having their brainwashed in schools because they think, oh no, you were playing with a Barbie doll, so you need to be a girl. So it's so fucked up, man. It's awful.
Yeah.
My sister came back from school one day, and I was walking her home, and she was saying that basically the teachers told her that whatever you think you are, you're not.
Nah, it's all bollocks.
It's like if you're straight, you're not straight. If you're bisexual, you're not bisexual. If anything like that, I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, no,
So I
mate,
turned
it's bad.
around, and I went back to the school, and I told her to tell the teacher what she told me, and I went, what the fuck is this what you're teaching my sister? She went, each kid should be allowed to express yourself, and that's not expressing yourself. Oh, and that's just trying to play their minds against each other.
Yeah,
went,
that's kind of like
you're
controlling.
not what you think you are. Is basically indicating that if you want to be this, you're not that. You're something else told to you by a different person.
Oh yeah.
I went
totally.
back when I was in school, right? I said we have the fucking free will to think whatever we want going to be. But now these schools are basically teaching you that it's not okay to be normal.
Yeah, it's like the complete polar opposite now, isn't it? It's like if you're straight, normal white man, you're just classed as fucking strange.
Like, this isn't like a fucking bout against anybody that supports it. I support it, but I support the people who actually want to change, not the people who fucking just want to ram it in people's faces for no reason.
Oh yeah, man, totally. Yeah, if people are like, it's like I said before, you know, if people want to demonstrate that they're pride and they're happy with their life and they're married to another man or they're married to another woman, great. I'd support you. It's not a problem. I don't care about lesbians or like gay men together. I support it. Not a problem. However, if you're going to come up to me and decide that I'm a single straight white man that needs to have some sort of pronouns, I'm thinking, no, mate, I don't. It's like that Australian geezer on that Instagram reel, which is like, would you ever date a trans woman? And he said no. I said, well, because you got trans in front of a woman, and I'm not gay, so no. And then I think the interviewer says something along the lines of like, well, wouldn't that hurt the trans woman's feelings? And he said, no, I don't give a shit. it was quite like, obviously you're asking an Australian, and they're very hard. They've got no filter at all. They'll say it how it is, and they don't care. And I said, like, yeah, it's probably not the best to interview an Aussie, especially when he was pissed off for that sort of thing. So I don't really think that would go down too well, to be honest. Oh my gosh, so fucking.
It is what it is.
Yeah, mate, it is what it is. Right, so moving on to the next one. Obviously, we
So
will
am
be
I
doing.
happier.
Oh, mate, I'm sweating. I've been laughing so hard. I tell you what, with our barbecue this afternoon, as well as we started going to fucking child mode. There's like about 5 of us lads and my 2 kids in the garden. We're all mucking about. We're all sitting there eating burgers and chicken and fish and all sorts. And then obviously my kids said like, "Oh, my chicken drummers aren't cooked enough. A little bit pink and raw in the middle." I said, "Right, okay, don't worry about that. Take them off the barbie. We'll sling something else on instead." So we ate the rest of the burgers, and I decided to pick up a little chip, like a rest. I think it was like 4 or 5 chips are left in this bowl. I decided to just bung it at one of the seagulls, just for a laugh, just to see if it would, catch it mid-air. Because I've seen a few of this on Instagram, on Reels. They've actually done it. I'm thinking, oh, I wonder if I could do it. So obviously trying to show off in front of my kids. I'm chucking them up in the air. None of the seagulls are grabbing them. All of a sudden, my flatmate's like, "No one's going to eat this chicken, so fuck it." And he just went yeet and just bunged it at this fucking seagull. The seagull's like dodged in midair, like it was like one of those like dogfights with the warplanes, like it's like stopped in midair, just dashed straight down, and he's got a whole plate of them just dashing it at the fucking seagull. It's crazy. And we all just sat down on a bench, just watching it, and then we threw them all on the top of our roof of our flat, and we were just sitting there chilling. Everyone's got a beer but me. I'm sitting there with a glass or like orange juice or whatnot, and some of the other lads have got like juice and stuff. We're just sitting there watching the roof. And I'm thinking, this is adult entertainment. We're supposed to be entertaining ourselves. We've got all this technology at home. We could be playing like PlayStation, Xbox, PC, on our phone. But no, there's like 3 dudes chilling outside in the garden, watching seagulls battle it out like a battle royale for fucking chicken drummers. It's like, that's a carnivorous war, and it's funny. I think it's just that sadistic part of me, I was just sitting there watching it thinking, like, they're literally eating brothers and sisters of themselves, but it's just seagulls. It's dark and funny at the same time.
Oh, mate, seagulls will fucking eat anything.
Mate, they're savages. They're absolute savages. I can't believe how quick they eat as well. And I don't even know how they do it. They don't chew, do they? They literally just gobble, gobble, gone. No. It's ridiculous. I saw a reel of this guy who had a pet seagull. Well, not a pet seagull, but it's like he'd open a window and he'd call it, and he's made like a little pedestal for it, and he flies through the window. Oh, I don't know what the guy's name is, but he literally opens the
little Stephen the seagull.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he whistles to it. He goes like, and he flies like you can hit it, and he flies up to this little stall, and he pecks at the window. He opens the window and he comes in. And he gives him like this whole chunk of salmon, and I'm thinking like, oh, he's showing the camera, like, oh, I'm gonna feed him this, and I was expecting him to chop it up. No, he just lays it on this pedestal. The seagull just like dub, 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 gone. I'm like, how the hell does he digest that? I mean, that's a fair old chunk. It's not just, it's not just like small little nuggies of salmon or something. This is like a full on. It's like taking it off of the tray, out of the cellophane, and just giving it to him. It's insane. It's actually quite incredible how these animals eat. I'm thinking, how is he gonna do that? Is he gonna walk? It's gonna weigh him down. It's not gonna be able to fly too far because of the sheer weight of it in his stomach or something.
Skin a little fatty.
Yeah, little fat little bastard seagull flying around.
Well, little Stephen the seagull has had like an upgrade. He's got his own little like balcony inside the property.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
And Stephen's fucking living better than some of the people in this country.
Yeah, to be fair, there's been a couple of times he's eaten better than I have. It's like some of the stuff he's had as well. I sit there and look at the plate and think, I could have had that, but he's giving it to a fucking bird. It's so sad, isn't it? You kind of reevaluating your own life to a seagull.
Well, it's the fact that those little cunts come swooping down and nicking your chips.
Or your pasty.
On the beach.
That's the worst. You sit there just walking down the high street.
Oh, bro.
And that's it. They're like little stealth bombers.
I'll have ultra instinct if they come anywhere near my
Oh, I did have
legs.
one instinct when one of them came near my fucking fish. Picked it up, I grabbed its fucking legs and I dragged it back. And I'm like, where the fuck do you think you're going?
Like a cartoon child has been scolded. You're going to your room.
Pretty much. What?
How funny.
Where the fuck do you think you're going? And I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, it's took my fish.
So sorry,
I
mate.
fucking
I'm having
paid
it
for that
back.
fish.
Yeah, I'll get it back regardless.
But it's been in a seagull's mouth. Anything could be in there. I don't give a fuck. I paid £4.50 for this.
Yeah, well, he better wash out his mouth because I've got some stuff as well.
Not really
Lock
too
in
sure
the
how
fucking
to.
thing.
Not really too sure how to answer that, Quid.
It's whatever you interpret it, innit?
Yeah, I suppose so. It depends. All the listeners are probably going to take their headphones off, thinking, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Did he just really suggest that he stick his dick right on a seagull?
Imagine just the
No, I
viewing.
could just say I've got a flu.
I've got the
It's
flu.
your dirty little mains. I think it was shocked.
I just got this mental image of Quinn grabbing it by the legs and just fucking full on, just chucking it right to his crotch. Christ.
You ever seen that fucking TikTok of where they're like it's a fly zooming around a fly and it's
Yeah,
like,
the mosquito
the
one. Yeah, I've
catch it,
seen
yeah.
that. Oh, wow, that's had me laughing for so long.
and it's just been like that.
It's the
just apart
sound
from
when he claps.
squawking.
When he's clap, he's going. "Dur, dur, dur." Yeah, so funny. That's exactly the same sort of mental image I got of Quinn. You know, just grabbing a seagull. He's like, "You took my fucking pasty, you little prick," and then grabbing him by the legs. Just fucking
Oh, if
breaking
he
him in half.
grabs my fucking Greg steak bake,
Guy's
the
gonna die.
fucking national
He's gonna
dish
die.
of Newcastle, he's got another fucking thing coming.
Oh,
So I had to join the fucking server to get that steak bake.
I had to. Things were seen and done that can't be undone.
Yeah.
I'll give it another 10 minutes. You'll have the RSPCA knocking at the door saying they've got like intent to kill animals. It's like, no, just seagulls, mate. They'd turn a blind eye to that.
Aye,
Wouldn't they? They'd
if
be
they
like,
try
oh,
and enter
aye,
my
that's fine.
property, it's fucking game on.
Yeah. Anybody's fair game is that place.
Anything's fair
Man,
game with
woman,
seagulls.
fucking child, it's getting fucking drop kicked.
Oh man, that's even worse though. It's weird though because it's funny when I look at my own kids when I'm especially with buses, right? Buses are the funniest because I look at other kids and how they behave and how their parents behave, and it's like nowadays it's just straight to a phone. The kids that I don't even see the kids with books, with toys, with like what do you call it? There's no action figures.
Well,
with
the phone is
dinosaurs.
a toy.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I see them. That's like there was loads of times when my kids were babies, I used to say like, oh, they're upset. I'll just give them the toy. My youngest, I'd just give him a T-Rex, one of those little what's it like plastic mold ones with they'd just been like really poorly painted. I think it was from like Toys and Tuck, little toy store around my area back in the day. And I used to give it to him. I'd be like, oh, Tony the T-Rex, rah 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 rah, and then that'd be it. He'll be cushy for like a good hour. He'd sit in his buggy, and he'd just. His tiny little cute voice of his is going, and he's like, yeah, he's sound. Now you see kids, you know, they just go like, mummy, and their mum just goes, yeah, have a phone, yeah, watch Peppa. And I'm saying that's probably the worst Essex accent I could have done. But that's just how it
Peppa
sounds.
Pig, yeah.
Yeah, Peppa Pig, yeah. As she's like smoking a like cigarette and having a Stella on the bus, and I look at them and think, oh Christ. It's like, standard
What?
Essex.
You can smoke on the buses down south?
No, you can't. No, you're not supposed to. But obviously, some of the drivers that I see, they aren't really the full ticket, so they kind of don't really pay attention. But I mean, most of them they just sit at the back, don't they? So, but if you've got a buggy, you have to sit with the buggy at all times because of health and safety. So it's one of those
Fuck
things.
it, it's skill issue.
Nah, fucking. Not just skill issue, fucking natural selection. If you
Well,
fall
some of
out
the
of your
people you
buggy
watch, yeah,
and
definitely.
die, that's your own fault.
So some of the people you watch, it's definitely fucking natural selection. I'll tell you that now. That's something I definitely agree on. Good lord. Some of them, when they smile at you, they got like one or two teeth between them.
And you're
You
like,
think
ugh.
like, oh, makes your skin crawl.
Ah, the smackhead.
Yeah, the smackhead. Oh Christ, yeah, they are a
Well,
different breed of people. It's insane the
Oh,
amount of drugs
it's
they've got in the
alright.
system.
Like, we went for a lovely stroll on the security course, and we happened to stumble on a smackhead den.
Oh fuck, no, that's never good. Stumbling on one of those.
No, and we were fucking disappearing straight
Oh,
away.
I don't blame you, mate. No, not at all. I would be out. I'd be like, bye. See
Oh,
you later.
the thing is, that we could see the fucking used needles on the floor,
Oh no, dude, that's not right. No, that's
and
not what you
we were
want.
like, "Yeah, nah, fuck this.
Yeah, we are out. We are
W-
dipping. See you later.
We need to find another fucking place to go and for smoke."
Yeah,
Fresh smoke and a pancake.
yeah, that is not something that I could turn around and say like, yeah, let's go and do this. And you're like, no, mate, not at all. That's not something that I'd like to do.
Yeah.
No, mate. Oh, that just sounds god awful. Absolutely god awful. Oh dear, and I think on that note, boys and girls, we're going to be coming the episode to a close. I'm going to say thank you very much for Quinn and Murdoch for joining us on another episode of Scuffed. Thank you very much, lads.
Your titties.
Yeah.
I have been sent a friend request by somebody called Benny's Repo
Yeah, I don't accept it.
Yeah, I'm not really fussed
on
about that one.
PlayStation.
Oh yeah, don't do that one.
Then Benny's Repo sent a message. Add me to the group chat, bro.
Wait, that might be North.
Ah, yeah, that could be North. Yeah, it could be North. Give him a buzz on Discord first off. But anyway, we're going to close the episode. So thank you very much for tuning into a Scuffed podcast. You can now find us on the Twitter. I'm trying to figure out what ours is. Right, ours is actually Scuffed Podcast 1. We're still trying to figure out if we could do just Scuffed Podcast, but at the moment we are Scuffed Podcast 1. We also have a link tree with all our links available, which will be to our our SoundCloud channel. Subscribing to our
OnlyFans.
YouTube. No,
Yep.
no,
the fans
no,
there.
fucking no. It's basically our SoundCloud on Spotify, our YouTube channel. You can tweet at us with our Twitter account, and you can subscribe to our Patreon channel. We also do supply the link to our Discord channel, which is the Montage Mob. So if you fancy becoming a guest or just chatting shit like us every Sunday, more than welcome to join in, have a bit of a laugh. Yeah, just pretty much chat shit. That's pretty much
And
what we
feel
do.
free to call down a little sea monkey.
Yeah, right. And on that note, lads, everyone, thank you very much for joining. We shall see you another time.
Goodbye.